We just didn't write a movie about issues. I think we tried to write a movie about people.
There's obviously a lot going on in your new movie, Blindspotting, so I would love for you to tell us just a little bit about it, just to kick things off.
Yeah, well, it's following the story of two men, Colin and Miles. I play Colin, my friend Rafael Casal, who also wrote the film with me, plays Miles, who have grown up together in Oakland. They're working as movers. We meet Colin on the last 3 days of his probation for a violent crime. While driving home one night, he witnesses the police shooting of an unarmed black man. And so the story is about how this friendship between sort of a black man and a white man who have incredibly similar histories is forced into new directions because of the changing landscape of Oakland, California, and because of their context starting to shift. Right. In terms of the eyes that are on them. Right. And they're working as movers, so they're sort of active participants in gentrifying their own city.
Right. And you just kind of laid it all out because there's so many different themes that I feel the movie just navigates so wonderfully. I mean, you're talking about gentrification, police brutality, toxic masculinity. There's all these things that could have been the theme of separate movies, and yet it's all packed into one. So how do you keep it from being muddled? Because it weaves in and out of all these themes so beautifully.
Yeah, I think we just didn't write a movie about issues. I think we tried to write a movie about people and to portray them and the city of Oakland as honestly as possible, to make people as complicated and human as we possibly could. And I think if we all hold a mirror up to ourselves, we're all dealing with all of those things all the time, you know. So our theory was that would work in a movie as well, as long as everything that our characters are dealing with are also things that all of us are dealing with outside in the real world. We didn't see any reason why we couldn't put it all in one story.
Right. But speaking of narratives, obviously Oakland, there's been much conversation about Oakland having this moment in Hollywood. You have, Boots Riley, Sorry to Bother You, your film, parts of Black Panther were filmed in Oakland as well. So, when you think about the work that you're doing, kind of spotlighting your hometown, and then you kind of zoom out a little bit and think about, this larger question of diversity in Hollywood, like, what responsibility do you feel as a black creative?
Yeah, that's interesting. As a black creative, I think I do feel sort of responsible for at least attempting to continue to broaden our mainstream understanding of blackness. This is the thing that I actually only really started thinking about when I started working on Blackish. But talking to Kenya about adding the character that I play on there, Johan, in, was such an intentional thing for him. He was like, there's a generation gap on our show. There's the kids, and then there's Dre, right. But there's this middle, late millennial generation that is not represented, that's so fascinating. And we are a mainstream black TV show. I would like to represent as many aspects of blackness as possible. That's such a beautiful thing to do to me, and obviously it gave me a job that was really fun. I learned so much working on that show, but it's really that mindset that is equal parts conscious and creative. That is something I'm sort of striving to participate in as much as I can. So just, it's one of the reasons Atlanta is so great, right? It's one of the reasons I'm here for everything Lakeith does, right? Like just the way he carries himself publicly. Ryan Coogler's one of those guys too. Like Ryan doesn't code switch for anybody. Ryan's the same in every interview, and I admire that, because we need to sort of champion difference, particularly as we display blackness. Everybody should be comfortable with all kinds of blackness. So the more we can telegraph that into people's living rooms, probably the better.